Folks, we are live in Caguas, Puerto Rico at the packed Coliseo Roger Mendoza for Most Valuable Prospects #9. And a banger lineup of fights ahead of you, featuring our first fight on the card at middleweight, Alexis Chop Chop Chaparro versus Stephen Kirkwood. Followed by Elijah Flores versus Omar Rosario in a welterweight matchup. Then we move to our co-main event, and MVP's own Crystal Rosado taking on Perla Lomeli in a 6-round bantamweight matchup. And to round out the night, what the people came for, the WBO Youth World Championship between Jean-Paul Rivera and Andy Skeletor Beltran. For our first fight on the card, brought to you by Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. Chop Chop, Alexis Chaparro, 2-0 with 2 KOs, taking on Stephen Kirkwood. That height difference, insane. Reach, insane. Age, a decade apart. What will happen? We're about to find out. Another jab. Actually, both gentlemen traded right there. Right hand from Chop Chop, and Kirkwood's hurt.
Kirkwood stumbled.
He goes down. What a shot. And down goes Stephen Kirkwood with a minute left in this first round.
That left eye is closing quick.
Already closing, and here comes Kirkwood, but he is on wobbly legs.
Hey, he's still fighting, though. You know, that you got to give it up to Kirkwood.
It's just like you said, Dan. Immediately, Chop Chop makes the adjustment. And a combination bloodies the nose of Stephen Kirkwood. And at this moment, it just seems like a matter of when, not if. Uppercut.
That was a beautiful uppercut.
The timing of Chaparro is just brilliant.
You know, now he's finding his distance, throwing that jab, not getting hit with the jab anymore from.
Oh, combination right hand, left hook. He's swarming, and down goes Kirkwood again. What a combination.
I do not think he's getting up.
He's bleeding, he's hurt. Will he answer? And he does.
He is a tough.
And that's it. That's it. The referee's going to wave it off there.
But you got to give
Alexis
it up.
Chop Chop Chaparro gets it done in dominant fashion. Round 1, stoppage.
I thought maybe it would take him a round to figure out the herky-jerky style of Kirkwood. It probably took him about 30, 40 seconds before he realized, I just throw my jab out there and then I'll let my left and right hands go flying.
That's exactly what it was. Just throwing that jab, pushing off that jab, and setting up the back foot, setting up the backhand, the right hand, and that's exactly how he was able to hit the guy.
Coming your way, 8 rounds, and Celsius Live Fit's tail of the tape tells the story between Elijah Flores and Omar Rosario. Elijah, 2-Tech Flores, and Omar, the new era Rosario. This is a do-not-miss fight. Let's get it going.
You know, both of these guys are very, very technical. They're very smart and fast as well. You know, and they went, woo,
right away.
They were going at it yesterday.
No love lost in the entire lead-up of fight week. A little bit of spice on this one, and I think it's just competitive nature, man. You get 2 guys that are young prospects. Obviously, Omar Rosario, a little bit further on in his career. Elijah Flores looking to prove something here and take out what is a big name here in Rosario.
Elijah Flores has no fear.
This Caguas crowd trying to get behind Omar Rosario and will him on. He's landed a couple big body shots here. That one's a little low.
Whoa.
And then Elijah Flores complains about the low shot. Omar Rosario said, I didn't hear no bell. I'm going to keep swinging.
Of course. But, you know, you gotta react to yourself and protect yourself at all times, because if the referee didn't see it and you stop, you're going to get hit with something.
You can't do that. What we're seeing here, Flash, is the experience of Rosario. He's getting Flores to fight his fight.
Yes.
And they are in the phone booth, laying it all on the line here. In the last few seconds of round 2, right hook short there from Elijah Flores. And another combination from Rosario, walking through it and putting Flores on his back foot. What a round here in our second fight of the night.
And he wants to please him.
It's almost like Omar Rosario is just hammer-heading forward, just shoving him back step by step, inch by inch, until he finds himself on the ropes. And there's an uppercut, Rosario.
Round for Rosario.
Left hand to the body, Flores. And another one, right hand. Oh my goodness, back and forth. Almost leading with that forehead that time. Just trying any way he can to get into range and land his shots. Big miss there from Flores, and then he makes Rosario miss and does his dance. He clearly thinks gentlemen, that he has this fight in the bag.
Dangerous.
Great head movement here. Great defense from Elijah Flores, but anytime you get in these positions where it becomes 50-50,
right here.
and the crowd comes alive. Oh, right hand from Flores. And that's the end of the fight.
And they're still going at it.
What a fight between these two warriors here in our second bout on Most Valuable Prospects.
And they hug it out.
Judge Charlie Ruiz scored 77-75, and Judge Idalia Parra scored 77-76. Your winner by unanimous decision, tu ganador por decisión unánime, Elijah Tutek Flores.
Tail of the tape brought to you by Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy for this 6-round bantamweight matchup. Again, across the board, even Steven. 1 year older is Perla Lomelli, but the experience, the swag, the highlight, the moment is with Crystal Rosado.
You say a sprint, and that's what women's boxing is with the 2-minute rounds.
Yes.
It's more of a sprint than a marathon. It's a 6-rounder. It's the second 6-rounder of Crystal Rosado's career.
Again,
It's a nice left hook right there from
is
Lomelli.
very game.
Yeah, Lomelli's been in a few 6-rounders. Like I said, she defeated
Rosado.
Marie. Yeah, this is not the range that Lomelli wants to fight in.
Nice right hand there and a jab behind it. Rosado's found the range that she wants to be successful in.
Oh, good 1-2.
How do you train a fighter like Crystal Rosado out of accepting that challenge? Because every time there's that exchange, they both want to flurry in the phone booth a bit. How do you challenge Rosado to stay at her range here, Nonito?
You know, it's all in the habit that you do in the gym.
I don't know that she's seen this type of durability, and there's another left hook from Lomelli in her career yet. But she is weathering this storm and lands a short right hand there in the clinch as well.
That was pretty impressive. She ducked 2 shots, had her back against the ropes, but still able to land. Complete fighter. Still, maturation process is still there. Only 22 years old.
Well, let's see what Crystal Rosado has for the people of Caguas here in this last 20 seconds. Right hand.
Straight.
That caught her. Big time shot
Good
there.
straight right hand. And Lomelli don't hold, but she did there.
Oh, yeah, she had to hold.
That's
that was a big bolo shot right there.
A punctuation
but
mark
look at
here.
Lomelli. She just threw the big haymaker, you know?
Yeah.
She's got a lot of heart.
She has that Mexican heart.
Oh, yeah.
That you see. They just never stop.
6 rounds in the books in your co-main event. And it was
Jose R. Torres, 60-54. Judge Gerardo Martinez, 60-54. Judge Charlie Ruiz, 59-55. Your winner by unanimous decision. Tu ganador por decisión unánime, Crystal Rosado.
the tail of the tape brought to you by Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy 4, your WBO Youth World Championship in the featherweight division. 8 rounds. And again, what jumps off the page between John Paul Rivera and Andy Beltran is that height, is that reach. Who gets it done? Let's go. And a punctuation jab right off the rip from John Paul Rivera. We talked about the height difference. We talked about the reach difference. So far, it's John Paul finding his shots, Dan.
That's like a statement punch right there. Listen, I'm shorter. I'm giving up maybe 5-6 inches, but I'm still going to land my jab as the first punch of the fight.
Goes to the body with that one, Nonito. As you look forward to this matchup, what do you see out of Jean Paul?
Well, what they told me, told us was he's going to press it, which he is doing. One thing that I didn't see with Skeletor is he usually presses the fight, but he knows the person in front of him is a very dangerous opponent.
And if you're Jean Paul Rivera, we've talked about his composure. For a fighter that is as young as he is, keeping it in this environment is going to have to be key for him.
He said the fight is not going past 8 rounds. That's what he told us.
I hope so.
Not a man of many words, Jean Paul. He's not going to talk a lot of trash. He does a lot of talking in the ring. And in this round, the first round, all jabs.
That's where it matters, in the ring.
Of course. You can, that's a page out of your book.
Yep.
Both fighters get a little feisty there to end round 1.
Well, you know, especially in Puerto Rico, when you have a Mexican fighting a Puerto Rican in their hometown, they're gonna come on.
Ring, throwing down the gauntlet. Power punches back and forth.
What I love about John Paul that he knows when to put the pressure, when he needs to back up. He's just so calm, and as I was saying, his IQ is it's amazing.
And a huge right hand. Rivera lands big.
I was waiting for that.
Beautiful round.
Beautiful punch selection.
And let's make no mistake about it. Andy Beltran has got a chin. He has taken some big shots here to start this fight.
That jab is winning the whole fight.
That jab is incredible. I mean, you see those shift changes, and you see him firing it from multiple positions. Here comes
Combination,
Beltran.
Andy Beltran lands a big right hand.
Lands combination.
Right on cue, Wade. This guy's game.
Beautiful.
And look at this.
Jean
Paul Rivera answers the bell body shot.
I think he woke up Jean Paul.
Because before he would cover his shoulder, and that's why Beltran couldn't counter with the right.
Beautiful
Right hand. And he hurts Beltran. And another right hand. They're trading in the pocket.
Bro, Beltran does not look hurt.
I told you that.
He stepped right back up.
Body.
Beltran took that punch and started firing back. And John Paul almost caught him again directly on the chin.
Mexicans can take a headshot.
I mean, I was watching the eyes. They didn't move.
Fighter as focused as this guy.
Right hand and a jab behind it for John Paul, and a left hook to punctuate it. Right hand over the top.
And Andy Beltran fights back.
What is this guy made of? His chin.
Skeletor.
Mexican.
He's got the Mexican chin.
You know, you would think that he wouldn't be able to take those big shots because he's tall and skinny, but he's tough.
He doesn't have that Canelo neck. You know, Canelo takes those shots because he has such a crazy strong neck.
Right hand there from Beltran.
Again, Beltran is still very dangerous regardless of how much John Paul is landing. You know, he's still in the game. He was using his range, and I have to chase after him a lot.
And look at Rivera. No care about this being the 8th round. No care about this being up on the cards. He's continuing to stalk forward and land power shots.
Creating angles on his own.
You know, you got to give it up to Beltran.
100%.
Beltran is a tough guy. He came in to fight. You know, it's just a lot of respect.
Especially a year out. You know, that's like a lot of inactivity.
We head toward the finish line here in this 8th and final round. Both fighters leaving it all in the ring. Jab from Beltran answered by Rivera. Short right hand. Whizzes by the chin. A right hand in the clinch. Rivera the break right hand as well. Last 10 seconds. You know what's about to happen here, folks.
All out. All out.
And there it
Beautiful.
is. 8 rounds in the books.
This main event was Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Este combate estelar era México contra Puerto Rico, and it was set for 8 rounds, pactado a 8 asaltos. The judges' scorecards: Judge Idalia Parra scored 80-72. Jose Torres with a score of 80-72. Judge Gerardo Martinez with a score of 79-73. Su ganador representando Puerto Rico. Your winner by unanimous decision. El ganador por decisión unánime. And el nuevo WBO Featherweight World Youth Champion, John Paul Rivera.